Okay.
Yeah. Mm. I'm sharing my.
Okay.
Yeah, I think last time we just created some inbound delivery and we are not able to perform anything in the RF. So actually, I just used a wrong selection. So that is a issue. So now, we'll. 1 second. What happened? Yeah, we'll create a one more inbound delivery and I'll show you like how we can perform the things in RF. 1 second. Let me just. So I'm just creating an inbound delivery. So I'll perform the things. So I'm just taking like my old purchase order and I'm just doing the inbound delivery creation. Let me see. Yeah, everything is there. I'm just saving it. There is an inbound delivery got created and it was distributed as well. So I'll check that in the PRDI transaction. Yeah. So it was just distributed, and if you're checking, there is no there is a handling unit because of package specification. I can say okay, and this is the see unloading status, goods receipt, and put away everything is not started yet. Okay, so I'm just logging into the RFUI screen. So to log in into the RFUI screen, slash SCWM slash RFUI is the transaction. Okay, to log in into the RF screen. So this is my warehouse number and this is the resource which I'm using it, and this is the default device it was assigned to the resource. So it came from actually user transaction. Okay, slash and slash scwm slash user. Here I just maintained this information for my ID. uh, I'm just going to this and just search for my user ID. So this is the warehouse number and this is the resource which was assigned to my warehouse user ID. Okay, that's why I just got like AD01 as the warehouse and resource is the default thing. And this resource level we assign this default device, so it came actually. So once I just see get inside actually, uh, there is a open thing it was assigned to mine. What is this? Source HU113. Let me check what is the HU number here. Oh, it is something else. So it's already having something earlier. Just click on F to skip. Okay. Here already, there is some task assigned to my ID. So let me check and I'll, remove the task actually. So how can we see like if a user already performing some task and in between that, like, without completing that and he just came out. Okay. So it will be showing like this. So let me just go to the resource management node in the monitor and just click on user and just give your user ID. Here it is. S23 EWM32 S23 EWM32. So it will show up like, your resource is having like anything there or not. Like you can just come here also for username, just type and see it will be showing like, see, this RF is trying to execute something already. Okay. So from this task you want to log off actually. Okay. Then what you have to do is just click on here, log off from resource. So then only you can able to perform the next transaction. I can say like this delivery I want to perform it right now. Okay, I want to log off from the earlier task. So I'll come here and I'll log off from the resource. Okay, then I can able to do the next action. See, I just log off from this right now, and if I'm just checking it again, I don't have anything on my resource now. So because I have not completed the earlier task fully, so it was just giving me the task directly. So I'm just logging again into the RFUI. So this time it will show all the options because I just came out of the earlier task. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just clicking on inbound process and receiving of handling units. And here you have to just select receive by HU. Okay. Receive HU by delivery. Okay. Why? Because I have this delivery number only and I'm just trying to receive this handling unit. So receive HU by delivery and just give the delivery. Okay. And just press enter. So now it was showing that who is the partner. Partner means like your vendor, I can say. Um, this supplier is there, right? For the supplier, there is a BP, right? Business partner. Or let me just go to the purchase, purchase order. So here you are able to see this supplier only, but
Mm.
system was showing there like what is the business partner for this. Just click on BP and just here by supplier and just give the supplier number and you will get the business partner number. See, this is the business partner uh, which was came here if you're seeing it. Okay, and just once we just see this information on presenter and now it was asking you to just give the handling unit. So if there is no handling unit you can click on new HU. Okay, but in our case it was already handling unit, it was created with the package specification. Just copy this number. That means in real warehouse you will scan the handling unit actually. Okay, you will scan this number and just press enter and it will bring all the information. What is the packaging material, what is the product description, and how much quantity you're gonna receive, and from where into where you are receiving this. Okay, and just press enter again. And if you want to change the quantity which you received, you can change it by clicking F1. I'm just pressing enter. Right now, this is the screen where you're gonna say like this is the delivery and this is the HU and this is the packaging material of that handling unit. Now you can perform all these things. So right now, I can see unloading is not started, goods receipt is not started, put away, and nothing is started. Okay. So once I'll do unloading from here, this checkbox will be enabled. So unloaded. And let me just come here and refresh this screen. See, unloading step is completed up. Okay. Now I'll perform the next step. I'll do the goods receipt.
Goods.
Yeah. Now goods receipt step is also completed and you can refresh here. So you will get to see that goods receipt is completed, right? Yeah. And now we'll create a warehouse task from here. See, it was saying could not fully determine the destination pin. And if you are refreshing it here, putaway is not started. Okay. Why? Because so we have configured this warehouse task creation is automatically should happen, but even that also not happen. Then in this case, actually, let me try to create a warehouse task manually here because system was saying it was not able to determine the bin, right? So we will get the error here also same. Like let me just click on create and it will fail again. See, same error it was came right there also. Could not fully determine the destination bin. If you want to see this full message, you have to press function F9. Okay, and it was saying that what is the error message, and just press enter, and you will be back to the same screen. And right now, see here it was giving the error and saying that it was not determining this. So then we'll see what is the storage type it was determining here. No suitable empty bin found in storage type AD11 section 002. So system was saying that there is no bin available for us to determine this. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll create a bin now. So I'm just creating a bin, make it as some 25, enter, and then give ID 11, and the section is 002, and just press enter, and I'll save. And I'll create one more bin also, press enter and just save. So right now I do have two bins. Okay, so this issue will be sorted now. Then let me just go back. And do you want to save? No, I'm not saving it. So still there is no warehouse task created. Okay, even from this RF also I'll just come out of it, or like I can try to create right now, the warehouse task. See, now it was created, because why? We just created two more bins, so system was determining the bin now. And you can see that actually here, if you're refreshing it, there was a warehouse task created for this as well. So let me just go and see the warehouse task, where it is. See, and there is a warehouse task. If you are going inside, it will show up the warehouse order also, and it is a HU warehouse task, and you will get to see which bin it was determined, the bin which just created, right? Yeah. So till now you just created warehouse task and warehouse order in the backend. And if you're seeing it, which queue it was determined is inbound. Okay. Because uh, you have enabled this, what I can say, the source bin, right? The source bin you are using is 9010 source storage type. Actually, this is the activity area which we just maintained in the queue determination, saying that, if any uh, warehouse task, the source storage type, or like source storage, sorry, activity area is 9010, it has to determine the inbound queue. That's why you got inbound actually. Okay, and now like I haven't confirmed this, actually it was still open. Let me do the confirmation as well. Here there is a button, right, to confirm this. So I just clicked on confirm, and if you're seeing it, it was asking us to just scan this both destination bin and destination HU. But in our case, actually, this destination HU you don't need to scan, because you're not creating any new HU. You're just taking the same HU which you received it from the supplier, right? So in that case, you don't need to just scan this HU and again to place it before place it. But the bin you have to scan it, because this is the final destination bin you want to keep the handling unit. Okay. See here in this case, source HU and destination HU same. So you don't need to scan this destination HU. But this bin, right? Before you are the warehouse operator has taken the HU from the flow, like GR zone I can say, and he has to move that stock to a bin. But how he knows that, like, that is the right bin or not? Because either he has to confirm by visually inspecting the bin name, or like he can scan the bin barcode. Okay, so he'll scan the bin barcode, and then he'll get to know whether the same bin is what he's looking for. Okay, so then he can scan it. But I can control these fields which need to be scanned actually to complete this process. I think if you're remembering, we discussed actually one more thing called verification profile during our configuration, right? If you remember, like we discussed three things over there. The one is presentation profile. This is assigned to a warehouse number, and personalization profile is assigned to the user ID, and this display profile is assigned to the presentation device, or like the RF gun which we are using it. Like I can say resource. Here there is a verification control, right? So this is a place where we can control this scannable fields actually. Okay, let me just go inside of it and then I'll show you. Uh, SCM, extended warehouse management, and extended warehouse management, and then just come to mobile data entry, and there is a verification control. If you're seeing it, just here, you can just maintain this. I just created a verification profile, okay, for our warehouse. mm, AD01. See, I just created a verification profile called PTWI, and just select this and just maintain here. So I have maintained two fields here. So NELENR. What is this NELENR? We can see destination HU. So I want to scan the destination HU, and the other field is NLPLA. destination storage bin. Okay, I just told the system that for this verification profile I want to scan these two, and I have just created this profile and I maintain this profile to which process I'll show you. So let me just go to AD01 and WPT, warehouse process type is 1010. Okay, and so whenever I do put away for this warehouse process type with this activity put away, and I want to check this verification profile. If you're seeing it here, uh, see my WPT is this 1010, correct? And which warehouse?
Right.
AD01. And then the activity is also put away. If you're seeing it, like let me just switch to form you. What is this activity is put away. So as all these things are matching and system is trying to read this verification profile and just showing the same things here to be scanned. Okay, now I'll do one thing. I'll change this to here. I have two fields I want to scan right now, but I'll change it to one field only now. Okay, just to make sure that like how it is working or whether it is reading it or not. So here I'm just trying to remove this the first field. Okay, 1 second. Sorry, to remove this I just select this and just delete. So right now I have only this NLPLA, which is a destination storage bin. I don't want to scan the HU. Okay, I'm just saving it. So for this to happen, right, you can just come out of this. Just you have to press function F7. You will be coming back to the initial screen of it. So I'm just going it again. Receiving of handling units and by delivery. As we just completed everything, like all the things, right? Like see, it was showing all the things are completed, and just give the HU number, but it will not create any task again. Okay,
Okay.
as everything is already done, so it will take you to the next step, like the pending one. So now I am just clicking on confirmation. This time what will happen, as I had assigned this only one field to be scanned, right, the destination bin. So the HU, it will not ask us to scan. Click on confirm. See, it is not asking now destination HU to scan here. So this is how we are controlling like which fields should be scannable or which are not. That will be controlled through verification control. Okay, so the use of that verification control, they're gonna ask in the interview where you gonna use it. So which field should be scanned and which are not in any of the process. By using RF will maintain that verification profile. So in the verification profile will, our verification control will maintain that which field should be scanned during the process of put away RPK. Okay, I'm just pressing enter right now, so it will
Mm-hmm.
confirm in the backend. Okay, right now if you're seeing it,
Okay.
yeah, it was not confirmed yet even though I refreshed. Okay, so I'm just pressing enter. Now it was confirming in the backend. Okay, so let me refresh this now. What happened? Um, just okay. Let me just come back. See, it was confirmed. Okay, if you can see it. So now if you're coming back, everything will be done. If I'm just refreshing it right here, partially completed still it was showing and put away is not started. So let me refresh this. See, now everything is completed. So I'm not done anything in this uh, in this transaction level called PRDA. Everything I just performed from the RFUI. Any questions here? So people who are having this RF gun, right? He'll just
Mm-hmm.
enter the delivery and then he can scan the HU like physically, and then he'll perform all the things. Like he'll create warehouse task and system was showing him the destination bin. So he'll take that HU through forklift and he'll place that in the destination bin which was suggested by the system. And then once he just moved the stock and he'll confirm the warehouse task.
So here the handling unit number will be on the label now.
Yeah, correct. It will be on
Scan.
the pallet. It will be printed actually.
Okay, it will be already printed, so we are getting it through the RFID gun.
Huh, exactly. Otherwise, like what we'll do, like if you don't have received any HU from the supplier, okay, so you can create a new HU right here.
Mm.
Once you've done it, system automatically will print the HU. If you gonna see it right here, as I received this delivery by the whenever I just received the delivery actually into EWM, and I just system has created a handling unit, right? So it might generated a spool also to print that actually. I'll show you that. Okay.
Okay.
See, there was a
Okay.
print will get generated already. Okay, here if you're seeing it. Sorry, this is not the one. It is for warehouse order and the below one. See, handling unit it was already printed. If it is hang the all the fields with a custom form, then so whenever any HU created in your EWM system, whether you created it from a RFUI or like or it was created from the PPF action. So based on the condition records which you maintain, system automatically will print the HU and you will paste this on the pallet if you are not receiving the HU numbers from the supplier.
Oh, so this also can be read by RFID.
Yeah, exactly. See, normally I can say, supplier have not sent any handling unit informations, and you only received, the delivery has been distributed to EWM, and then once you got the stock, like you have received some 5 pallets, and then you are just creating that pallets into your system, right? Like with reference to the delivery, so you are using this option to create it pallets from
Mm.
RFUI. So once you create all the pallet, right? So once you created it from RFUI also, system was generating the spool and it was printing these documents, okay? And you will just get that prints and you will stick on the pallets. After that, you will click on unload, and after that, like you perform GR, and then you can create a warehouse task. Everything from the RF only, okay?
The spool which is created for the handling unit
Hmm.
can be accessed in the RFID, or we have to go to the SAP screen and get it that.
No, no. See, this was tagged to a printer, okay? And once you created it from the RF
Okay,
gun,
once it is created, the print will come with that
print
number.
automatically will come out and you have to go to the printer and just bring
Okay.
those labels. That's it. You don't need to
Okay.
print anything like manually. See, here spool
Okay.
I have
From
not
the
generated it, right? Yeah.
okay, I got it. From the UI onwards,
Hmm.
if you click on that for new HU, then it will print automatically.
Yeah, new HU when you create and just give the packaging
Yeah,
material and all the stuff and just create HU button is there and you click on it. It will create a number. At the same time, it will print that number with all
it
the
will print
information.
also. Okay.
Hmm. So, and you need to just go to the printer and collect that labels and then paste it on the HUs. That's it. Yeah, got it right. So, uh, you have to just go to, you want to backtrack it like, you want to come out of the previous screen, just press function F7 and you want to just, going to the next screens, you have to just press enter and you want to see the error message fully, like you have to press function F9, okay, at any time. So how would I know, like which function has to be represented what? So I think there was something here which was given by SAP standard itself. See, assign F keys to standard functions. If you're seeing it here, each function key is representing something in the RFUA. See, this is the application, and if you want to navigate to back previous screens, you have to press F7, and you want to see full message, full error message. Then you have to press F9 and to go to the next screens, like you have to just press enter and you want to see like you know more, you have to just press on F5 and if you want to see the drop down or like list of values, so then you have to just press on F8. There is something like clear field, like you entered some value when you want to scan it, right? You scan some value and you found that like the value is wrong which you scan, so then you want to delete, like you can press F6. So it will clear that field value. Okay, and you can scan it again. So this is SAP has assigned these function keys, but you can change it if you want to. Okay, so I'm just going back. Any questions?
And like RFPNs is a mandatory for any warehouse, or they can do without RF
See, they can do
functionality also. They can.
yeah, they can do
Mhm.
manually, but if they do have RF guns, right, they no need to visit the
Okay.
system all the time.
So will do they have? I mean, in legacy, I mean WM also they have
Yeah,
RF
yes, yes,
functionality. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
WM also having the RF functionality. That's where the operations are becoming easy. Like I can say,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I have a pallet and I want to move it from some particular bin to another bin, and I can create the TO actually from the RF itself.
Hmm.
Like, okay,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'll scan the I'll go to the create TO functionality in the RF, and then I'll scan the source bin, and I'll
Hmm.
just scan the HU number, and then I'll just create a transfer order, and it will ask for the destination bin and destination store is like a HU number. If you're gonna take the same HU number, and you can just do the same, and then you will confirm it everything in the RF itself. Like even when you got an inbound delivery or outbound delivery, everything you will perform with the RF gun. Like, so what will happen is that, like, you no need to just go to your system and do these things all the time. See, when I just created a TO, right, or a warehouse task, right, so system is printing the spool actually for that as well, like warehouse order as well. So,
Okay.
you don't need to do anything from the system. It will doing by the RF itself, like everything. See, once you created a warehouse task, right, system was creating a warehouse order also in the backend, and then it was printing this document. Okay, it's a warehouse order. Like, from here you have to pick this particular HU and you have to keep it in this. So you'll get to know everything. So there is a warehouse order created, and then you will get this number, right? And then you will just enter that number in the system, like in your RF gun, and then you will go to the source bin, and then you will pick the HU and you will place it in the final bin, and you will confirm the warehouse order. So this warehouse order might be as it is inbound, so you are doing the put away, and for outbound it will be like a picking, or like it will be showing
Whatever
as
we
outbound.
did in the previous classes, that can be done with the UI. That's what that
Mm,
RFID
mm,
concept.
mm, mm. Yeah.
So,
So whatever the things we are doing it, like without using the RF gun, so we are doing it with the RF gun now. That's it. But something like sometimes as I created a new bin, right? Because system was not determined the bin. Such kind of issues you're gonna encounter sometimes. Okay, where then you have to just do the fix in the GUI only, like, or I can say Fury app or something.
so in one of the library, I have seen one device. It's
Mm.
like in a weighing machine. If
Okay.
you place all the books on one top of the other,
Okay.
so it will read all the books actually.
Yeah.
Exactly. No need to show the barcode also. What
Huh.
is that device actually? Is the same concept actually?
Yeah, it's a similar kind of a concept. Actually, that's a RFID tag is there. Okay.
Hmm.
It will, once you're placing on the weighing machine or something, so system will send some signals. So it will touch to that RFID tag attached to the book, and it will reflect back to the system, and it will read.
Okay.
Instead of scanning, there is one way of, like, there is a barcode scanners, already, like people
Yeah,
just
yeah.
scan the
Barcode scanner.
barcodes. And the solution which you had mentioned, right, like it will be used in mostly jewelry shops. you know in jewelry shops, every day they're gonna do like a physical inventory, I can say.
Okay, they will scan
They,
every
instead
lot
of
at a
each and
time.
every ornament, they can't scan it, right? By going there.
Okay.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they'll attach a RFID tags. It will be like somewhat thick, and it has a RFID chip which will reflect the signal back to the system. Okay. So
Okay.
there is a person who will, like, he has some handheld device which will send RF signals to those RFID tags, and he will walk around the floor in the jewelry shop, by the end of the day, and what will happen is like, it will, that mission which will read all the RFID signals from all the ornaments. Okay, so then he will get to know like the list actually, what are the jewelry items he has left over, and what would be the information it will fetch from the, master data, or like something like, which is there in the system, and it will get all the weights and all the stuff and all, and then he'll get to know, okay, how much quantity is there, and what would be the weight of those products and all the stuff. So
Okay.
that's where, like, they can't scan it every ornament, right? By end of the day it would be tough. So where they're going to use RFID
Mm.
chips for those ornaments. But normal grocery stores, these things are not that much valuable, right? Like, so whenever they're going to sell it, only they'll scan it.
Mm.
Yeah, both are working on the same principle, but one is you have to scan it, and the other one is to, like, just you just hold a button of that particular scanner, right? And it will send signals to surrounding areas, and from the RFIDs, it will receive the signal, and it will transmit the data, like I can say the barcode number, to the device. So it will just capture all the information into the system. So yeah, they'll do the same actually. uh, so you can do customizations, like, in this RFII screen. When you're logging in, like, you will see a menu, right? But actually I want to just change it, I can change it. As I mentioned, right, here I am seeing the standard menu, right? So but
Yes.
I can create a separate node, separate, I can say what I
Custom
can say,
means
yeah, separate
custom
button,
menu.
yeah,
Mm.
on top of this. And then inside that, like, I can, if I'm just pressing this, right? See, I want to go instead of a 4, I can press 4 here, okay, and press enter. So I can go into the 4 only. So you can do
Mm.
this as well. Just I'm pressing F7. So I want to go internal process, so I'll type here 5. Okay, so I'll go into the 5 only, like the same, like, people will just enter, and people will remember the processes like by using numbers actually sometimes. Okay, first I need to go to 3 and receiving 4, and then 3, 343 they will say. Okay, when I'm performing 343 process. So you will understand that 343 means I'm just entering 343, and I'm just press enter. See, directly I just came into it. You got it?
Mm.
So
4, 3,
3 4 3.
3.
See, I just came to the same screen, correct?
Mm.
So they remember by the number what what process they are doing it usually. There's a 343, 345, or 361, something like that. They're gonna say,
Okay.
okay,
It's kind of a shortcut. And
shortcut for them. So they won't remember, like, you have to go inbound process and do this, do that. They won't do. I have like 3 to 4 processes, and I'll remember those process. Okay, and I'll remember with the shortcut number, like phone number, I can say, because when I'm just testing with the users, right, I found this. I just got to know. Earlier, I'm not knowing it actually. So they can enter that number directly here, and they'll go to that particular screen. And if you want to know which screen you are in, and just control shift F1, so you'll get a screen number here, all the information. This is the thing which we're gonna provide to the developer whenever you're gonna do like some customization or something, because he needs like that additional button you required, in which screen actually, which logical transaction, or like everything, you will provide with this screen, single screen itself. Okay, so they can just change this also, like, here they can do the modifications of the screen as well, or anything they can do it. But you have to provide that, like, in which place you need a development. See, uh, I need a custom button, okay, receiving of handling unit. So here I have like 6. If you have like more than 6, it will be like showing like this, okay, 7. And I want to create a button called A08 here, okay, in the inbound process. So then how that developer, like, he knows like where you want to do this customization. So you will provide this screen. Okay, just control shift F1, and you will mention this, like, I need a button called 08 with the description, and that has to be done some process. Okay, and you have to provide like each and every screen, what are the buttons it should get appear, and what is the inputs you're gonna give, and what is the next action to be done. See, when I'm just clicking enter, what it should happen. When I'm just selecting create HU, what it should happen. So I have to mention what is the purpose of each button when you are doing customization. Okay. See, I just told you, right? If you don't have a handling unit and I have a button called create HU. Okay. So when I just click on that create HU, what is the information system should ask and what has to be done the next. You have to explain that in the functional spec. Okay. So when I click on create HU, and it has to take you to the next screen where system has to ask what is the packaging material. Okay. And what is the product to be packed and how much quantity. So these are the fields it has to show, and then once I enter the packaging material and the product and the quantity, and system should allow me to create a HU there. Okay, click on create. So there should be a button should get appear, and it has to allow me to just click on it, and once I just clicked, it has to create a HU, and it should show that HU number. Earlier that HU number is blank and it has to show the HU number now. So you have to just write the statement like line by line like this, then he can able to do the development. You got it right what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, each and every screen what should happen, and what should be the buttons it should appear over there, and all those things you have to explain him. Like you will just create an Excel, uh, in the Excel you will mention to them saying that this is what should it happen and all. Yeah. So then we are just done this with. Mm, so no more questions, right? Uh, the next
Yeah,
cons. Yeah.
we go through this one actually.
Mm,
We can start the next concept
tomorrow.
next day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how I just did the same, like you can do it for the uh, picking as well. I can see we have a sales order created earlier. So you can use that sales order and create an outbound delivery, and then you can perform the rest of the things with the RFUI. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just you can just come here and just go to outbound process, and it will ask like you wanna do picking or packing or loading. So you can just click on picking and picking by HU, or like picking by warehouse request or warehouse order. You can select whatever you want. Actually, we have been created a condition record to system has to create the warehouse task and warehouse order automatically, right? So whenever you are creating an
Mm.
outbound delivery, system will create automatically warehouse task when it got distributed to EWM. So you will have a warehouse order number. So you can just picking by warehouse order number, you can select and just give the warehouse order number, and then you can do the picking from here itself. Okay. If I'm just clicking here back, it was not going back, right? What should I need to do? Function F7 I
F4
have to press. Yeah.
function.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it will just coming back to the previous screens. Yep,
Okay.
that's it. And you want to come out of it, like you can just come out of it here, or like you can log off from here. It will ask for the reason why you want to log off. So yeah, whenever you are logging off, right? Sometimes users will not log off in the same process which I am just doing it. They'll put some slash in and they'll go out. So, but the task still open, and next time when they're gonna log in, right, it will show that open task which is not completed. So they'll ask how to we can come out of the task. Okay. So then in the monitor you have to just go to the resource management and just click on your resource here, and then select the user ID or username and just execute. So it was logged here actually. Okay, with the previous task. So I have to just log off from there, then I'll perform the next action. So you can just click on log off from resource. If anybody has done like slash and right in the RFUI without proper log off, then they'll stuck, and the next time when they log in and they'll see the old task itself. So they have to come out of it you have to just get some people will reach out to us and we are just supporting them. So we'll ask them like what is the resource they do have, or like at least the user ID which they do have. So we'll check by user ID by clicking on resource and check by user ID did they logged here or not. See, here RF execution is there. So I want to log off from this resource. So that will be going out. And if you're seeing it here, nothing will be logged actually. See, it will be free. Nothing is there. So now I can log in again. So then I'll see the completely fresh screen. Like I can perform the next actions which I want to. Okay, this will be one thing. Yeah. People might reach out to us if they're logged by some old warehouse task, and after some vacation you want to come and again do this. So you shouldn't see the old task again, right? So then, and some people like I have just picked some warehouse task and I haven't done the put away. Okay, and I have not completed the put away, but somehow I just was on leave next day. Someone has to pick up that, right? So someone has to pick up that. Then the existing guy has to log off from that resource. So they'll do this actually. Any questions?
No, no, yeah.